Hi, everybody. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where are you watching us from. Welcome, everybody, to a new AEQ webinar. So this is the second edition of our Capital IP Plus webinars in English and the last one of our round of webinars for this new digital audio console. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Irina Ureña from AEQ's marketing department, and I'm joined today by Christian Torres. He's the engineer in the product department at AEQ. Hello, Christian.
Hello, Irina. Hello, everyone. Like to be, it's a pleasure sending to you all the best energy.
Okay, so what are we gonna cover in this webinar? Please, can we go to the next slide? Thank you. In this webinar, we will first of all briefly summarize all the AQ's company profile. I'm going to introduce the company, and then my colleague Christian is going to take the floor and give you an overview of AQ's console catalog. And then we're going to move on to discuss our Capital IP Plus console. He will also talk about its configuration, control software, and the console's connectivity. So before we begin, I would like you to remind that you can ask questions throughout the session. We will collect, and at the end, Christian will answer all that time allows. And don't worry about the ones that left unanswered. We will respond them via email or phone. We will contact you. So, AEQ introduction. AEQ is a Spanish company with 45 years of experience dedicated to the manufacture and marketing of electronic audio equipment, more specifically audio and video for radio and TV, sporting events, audiovisual production companies, etc. All from our headquarters here in Madrid. Okay, so here are some photos of our facilities and installations we have completed over the last year. There we have a picture of AirPlus-D, the warehouse, factory, and then some installations, as you can see, big sport events, radio studios, gigs, concerts. Okay, our product branch is very broad. We have there our intercom and commentary systems. We have audio coded, broadcast telephony systems. Also, I have to mention here our visual radio system, totally worth it. Okay, as you can see, we also have our matrix interfaces and consoles as the one we are going to talk about right now. Also, I have to mention we also have broadcast monitors. And now I'm gonna hand over to Christian. But before we finish, I want you to remind that we have a satisfaction survey at the end. We invite you to complete it so these sessions can continue to be much more enriching and we can continue to work on more webinars. So right now, I'm gonna completely give it to the floor to my colleague Christian. He's gonna talk to you about Capital IP Plus. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy his talk.
Thank you, Irina. I will do a brief recap on the mixer range, of course, focusing on the latest model. And since we at AEQ know what we're doing, we have different range of the mixing consoles. On the left to right, our latest mixing console, the Adrian, which has a maximum 96 faders. The surface is composed of 6 modules, has an X-core engine, and is a 100% modular in it. It has up to 1024 audio channels and a configurable processor with 5 rack unit. Next up is the medium range forum system, available in split and light version. Both versions offer a surface with 4 models and 20 stereo channels. The split versions use a FR core engine with up to 24 fader and maximum 192 audio channels in a 3-rack units, making it 100% modular. It's very important. Say the Forum AEQ was a new version for the Forum mixing console. Yeah, in the next webinar, in the next days, you have received different information for this spectacular console. The light version, again, sorry, the light version in the right part, finally, we have a Capital IP Plus. These are the new version for the family Capital console, which have been in development for over 1 decade. And today we have an excellent product with 10 faders. It's a compact system, has a M-Core Plus engine with 2 rack units and 20 stereo channels. This is the new surface and improved powerful Capital IP Plus. This is a control surface with local Dante inputs and output and designed to be connected to the new M-Core Plus that I will explain later in the next slides. It's a color display available only in black color. This surface is designed for on-air broadcast and is very flexible for the different operation. The console has all the essential integrate function, in this case Dante and EIS. The console it's enable advanced and different connectivity with different system. It's has a control service and management function for external divides and CAF codes, CAF muring, fader star, intercom function, and GP out, etc. Each channel has a color display with complete information for that channel, function buttons, pre-listing or the normally queue, and routing. The Capital IP Plus has a surface with an ergonomic design and low profile. This is a desktop unit presentation and designed for dynamic, precise, and error-free operation. It enables signal sharing, labels, routing, and processing, adapting to different program of use, for example, TV or radio station. Have a possibility for modify the configuration from the control surface. Is applicable to multiple scenarios: self-operated, studio control, smart TV production, and mixed configuration. Okay, the next step is information for each channel feature. In this case, have a property with a gain for control in the encoder, direct access for routing, when different program, audition and program for two signal. Okay, as a for example, in this screen, it's possible see the name assigned for this channel. Okay, the gain label, the signal balance or painting, the phase settings, left plus right, left less right, anyway, and the mode configuration: stereo, mono right, mono left, and on-air station, status, among the other functions. It's possible maybe select the control and modify this function expanded information for different labels. For example, balance status or overview or different source or different destination, inclusive different cross points behind the signal sent to surface. In the console has been programmed for operation in AV mode this screen will display the name of the signal that is not currently active, indicating whether it is on or air in the program. In this case, have two function buttons, and it's come with the tollback from the factory. For default, is the principal function for this button, but it's possible. It's your choice. Select the different operation or programmable key for other function. The pre-listen queue is normal signal for pre-listen in this channel before you send on air channel. Have a fader with 100 millimeters and 4 inches with optional motorization in the next version, in the forum version. Have a button for channel on off and protector with LED indicators. This is the section for control and monitoring, and in this has a 7 inches touchscreen for control and information, has a 20 programmable keys, have a touch and turn encoder, and control, of course, studio monitoring. Have a main display with two precision boomerers, visualization for encoder for status or signal position, access to advanced function, and the virtual buttons in the lower part of the provide menus for controlling an external device, hybrid device, audio codecs, and it's possible where programming saves or different macros or multiple box commands, etc. In this part, you have other display with the equalizer and compressor. It's possible have 6 memory banks that can save a specific control surface configuration or work section related to a specific program according to currently production needs. It's possible change the noise gate, the limiter for compressor, and high pass and low pass filter. In this case is the little example for band pass filter editing. And in this session is the physical connection or behind part of the control surface. In this screen, this unit is compatible with M-Core, the last version, no M-Core Plus, yeah, M-Core normally. Yeah, the unit has a Bluetooth communication module. For example, it's possible you connect to mobile device for transmit in the signal radio station your music and calls anyway, and have two RG45 LAN ports, one for Dante and one for LAN control or communication control. Have a Q, PFL, and control headphone output, and the principal feature, 5 microphone input with phantom power. This is a behind for the core audio and input section. The core processing capacity of the 20 stereo input channel and 10 visible on the fader and 10 hidden in the background. This is the audio and input section with the different parts: mag line, analog, ES, digital, USB, control, and control, studio monitoring, and headphone output. Have two LAN ports, one for primary and one for secondary Dante interface. One section for GPIO and GP relays. Dual digital telephony hybrid optionally for conventional PSTN telephone lines. And one port, of course, for LAN control. I've had different inputs. 5.1 Bluetooth stereo for monoline plus the microphone connection in the surface. Okay, 2 stereo digital inputs, 4 stereo digital ES, 12 analog inputs, and 16 Dante. Is possible, scalable to 32. The output is Bluetooth only in mono output, 2 stereo digital, 4 stereo digital ES, 8 analog outputs, and 16 Dante. Is the same function only in Dante, the channel input and channel output. Control and monitoring outputs and stereo analog for control or studio, and Q output primary studio headphone and secondary headphone via DV15. Control headphone with a 1/4 inches jack. This is a configuration software. This software is redesigned for this console, and it's special for different menus or different options for configuration. For example, it's possible you define a different user for different possibilities for operation the software. This is the very image example for different configuration available in the Capitol, and such names for default routing. Dynamic preset from the surface in the surface control the Capitol. In this case, have for example, this encoder or are different phase for channel or signal, and equalizer and crosspoint are programmable case. Anyway, in this case, it's a virtual Capitol is the very important process, because it's the software can be control and manage the mixing console, inclusive remote operation. The control and software is easily and control and console parameters. It display important user information, such as boomerang's local time calendar, for example, on air, time, boomerang, and cross the signal or send the signal for program or for audition, high pass filters, low pass filters, compressor, noise gates, etc. But it's possible operate the console remotely or in parallel with this remote control. Simple use the virtual, and for example, it's possible you have 2 buildings. In one building, you have the control, the M-Core Plus engine, but in the other building, in between your tablet or your PC, operate this software. You manage, or your administration, the different cross point or the different signal to audition program, anyway, with this software. The M-Core engine the M-Core Plus engine offer the extensive route capabilities for 92 input channel and 94 output channel. USB port for digital audio, optional is possible, dual digital telephony hybrid, and optional MARI, and optional multi-channel connectivity. In this case, it's possible, of course, AEQ products, automation, or Audio Plus, audio codecs, interface, type show system, and intercom system. Thank you so much for your attendance and your attention. Irina?
Okay, Christian, thank you so much for your explanations. It's always a pleasure to hear you. Now, before we move on to the Q&A section, I would like you to show you our Capital IP Plus website. I'm gonna share my screen. One moment. There you go. Okay, so here. So I'm gonna show you our Capital IP Plus website. You have here our direct contact us button, briefly description, some standout features that the console has, direct link to our YouTube video, the one you have seen at the intro of this webinar, our brochure, some Encore Plus engine information, technical features, and then at the top you have direct link to the part you wanna consult. Okay, so now I'm gonna stop sharing. We're going back to the presentation, and we're gonna start the Q&A section.
It's possible. It's possible you replace the M-Core, the surface, because this surface is compatible with the last version of the M-Core. No problem. Yeah, no, it's not multitask. It's possible you operate this virtual software and the surface, but the primary operation or the primary instruction is the virtual software. It's not possible you multitask or multi-surface. It's not possible. The last question is not possible multiple surface because it's the one core require the one surface require one core. It's not possible you operate the 3 surface or 4. It's not possible because the M core require a specific resource for this surface. The 16 Dante channel is possible scalable to 32. Yeah, it's possible. Between create the different user with the different possibilities. For example, you are man control operator, or you are supervisor control for the radio station, for example. But it's possible. The supervisor create the different user for different permission in the software, but it's not possible. For example, you change the routing or the channel. It's possible, of course. This information is possible. Maybe you contact your sales agent or sales manager, but this depends of the commercial condition anyway. Yeah, it's possible to operate the virtual console, but you need only the M-Core with the software for example, in a table or in a tablet or a Windows system anyway. But it's possible with these two scenarios. Okay. The physical surface or the virtual capital is possible. You change the control, the M-Core Plus engine. between this software or between this hardware, it's possible you change the cross point, the routing, they change the IP or network configuration for the MCore Plus, the mask, gateway, anyway, but it's only possible between two physical surface or virtual software. It's possible send this physical pre-routing. For example, you need connect the speaker, the analog speaker in the queues on the surface or on the MCore. It's possible with problem. Your choice, pre-listen the one signal or two signal, maybe your studio headphones or your speaker in the same time is no problem.
Okay, so we don't have any more time for all the questions that are arriving to us. There are some interesting questions that will be answered via email or phone. We will contact you. Thank you so much for your presence here. We're always happy to talk to you. You can always reach us at aqsales@aeq.es in our website, via email, and always follow us in our social media. We are on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and well, X, formerly Twitter. So thank you. Christian, do you want to say goodbye?
It's a pleasure share with you in this webinar. Thank you very much.